and we were able to exceed that number by $5,000 because of the strategic approach that we took, listing the house aggressively. This made a huge difference because we were able to get some buyers interested as opposed to overlisting it. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that sellers make right now. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of The Real Deal. Let's go ahead and see how last week went for business. I had two of my clients that closed on their homes, two in completely different scenarios, but both of them, of course, with the end result in mind to purchase a home right now. I had my clients, Andrea and Melody, close on their first home. They were considering renting versus buying, and with the program that they were set up, 0 down, 0 PMI, they were going to save and they were going to be at a lower monthly payment with owning their own townhouse as opposed to renting an apartment. So for them, it made complete sense to purchase, and they did. Congratulations, guys. Huge win. Can't wait to see what you guys do to renovate that townhome. My next clients are Vanessa and Manuel. I actually helped them purchase it was their third investment home last year, and they were working on their fourth one this year, but they decided, you know what, let's go ahead and buy something for us now. They wanted to get something where they had a nice big open space, dual purpose. They can park some equipment there, some toys. They love having their toys. So we went out there, we started searching, and they found this amazing 1 acre irrigated lot in Tolleson. And they're extremely happy about it. When we were there, when I was delivering keys, we're just kind of going over ideas, different things that they can do with it, business ideas. It's in a really, really good location. It's growing there. So they're extremely happy. Congratulations, guys. Thank you for your continued support. That was a huge win. So that was it for clients that closed. I did have one client that went under contract this weekend as well, and this was my listing. So my clients went under contract just recently. We put the house on the market on Thursday. We had an open house Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and activity has died down. There wasn't as many showings as just a listing that I had 2 months ago, right? Instead of having 30 showings, I had maybe 10 showings, right? But we ended up getting 2 solid offers, and they were both above list price. At the end of the day, my clients had a number in mind, and we were able to exceed that number by $5,000 because of the strategic approach that we took, listing the house aggressively. This made a huge difference because we were able to get some buyers interested as opposed to overlisting it. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that sellers make right now is they're stuck on what the market was doing 2 months ago, and they will tend to overprice their home because they're looking for a specific number. These guys were very intentional. They understood the markets, and they had the perfect expectations. They did everything exactly how they should have. They decorated the house really well. The pictures came out amazing, and our end result was we got a purchase price offer $5,000 above list. So congratulations, guys. That was a huge win. So that was it for business last week. Let's go ahead and talk about life. We had another tournament, yes, baseball, but fortunately we're done. No more baseball for like 30 days until my son's club ball season picks back up. But he actually was he was playing Little League. So he had club ball and Little League that he was doing simultaneously at the same time, which was hectic. Don't recommend it. I don't think we're going to do it again next year because it was tough to try to balance that all out. Just 2 weeks ago, we were in Colorado. This week, we were in beautiful Tucson. But Tucson, I've been there twice. One time was to get my passport because Tucson has a quick passport service. You can get your passport same day. And another time, I think we just went for one of my wife Nilza's cousin's graduation. But Tucson is beautiful. Like, I don't remember, I think maybe the side of town that we were at or I went to before was just nothing compared to where we're at this time. We were over by the Catalina foothills, which is where Mount Lemmon is. And just to give you an idea of how much nicer it is, just an hour away. Like, if you live in Tucson, you could be in 110 degree weather, 105 degree weather in the regular city, or you can drive uptown or drive up the mountain 1 mile or 1 hour, and you're going from 105 degrees down to 75. I was checking the thermostat on my car, and then I kept just seeing it drop the higher we went up. So I think we get up to like 9,000 feet in elevation, and the temperature dropped to 75. It was beautiful. We're talking the hottest day on record in Phoenix. I think it was 115 for that day. We were out there just in Tucson, 1 hour up the mountain in 75 degree weather, and it was beautiful. I messaged my team. I said, we got to get some business out here in Tucson because I enjoyed it. For us though here, because we live in Peoria, to go to the mountain, it still doesn't make sense. It makes more sense just to go to Flagstaff. We can get to Flagstaff in 2.5 hours. But anybody like in the Queen Creek area, anybody obviously in the Southeast Valley, Maricopa, like it makes total sense to go to that mountain, get out of the heat. They have this really cool village up there. It's Somerton, I believe. I forget what it's called, but they have this really cool village up there. They're starting to expand. They have some hotels that they're starting to build with maybe 2 or 3 businesses. The ski area was open. The lift was open to be able to see, the beautiful scenery. It was really cool. I took my drone up there because I kind of wanted to see, from the highest point in Tucson, how the city looked. And it's a really cool site. Definitely recommend it. If you guys haven't been to Tucson, the food's really great too. And of course, make that trip up to Mount Lemmon because it's beautiful. It's really cool if you're already in Tucson. But anywho, that was it this weekend. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of The Real Deal. Stay tuned for next week. Take care.